First video on Tradeonamac, since one of the most popular platforms runs on both Mac, Windows, and I believe Linux, and those different platforms as well. I'm going to go ahead and cover it. ThinkorSwim. The thing is with ThinkorSwim, it does run natively. It's on a Java, so if you just got a new Mac or you're on Windows or whatever, you may have to install the latest Java downloads, whether it's Java runtime number 6 or if it's the Java 7 for the standalone, I forget, but anyways, you'll have to download some Java. I've already got everything installed, but just for sake of simplicity here, you're gonna have to type in ThinkorSwim in a browser. ThinkorSwim.com. They're associated with TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade purchased ThinkorSwim several years ago from Tom Sosnoff and some of these other people. I don't know all the history, nor do I really care. I just know you can set up some things, get some free trades. You can open an account and start paper trading with no money. If you want real-time data, you're going to have to put a little bit of money into the account and let them know. Of course, you can get some free trades here as well, some different options. But you just go into ThinkorSwim, set up an account. ThinkorSwim, not going to go through that process unless I have a specific request for account setups and things of that nature. If you're an experienced trader, disregard all this stuff I'm talking about right now. But you come into ThinkorSwim, download. Bam, download the ThinkorSwim desktop. It'll put it somewhere on your computer, wherever you choose. And you're going to get an icon like this. I made a shortcut on it on my Mac, so I can put it on my desktop here. So let's open it up. I've already preset the workspace to be default. There's lots of customizations that you can do. When it starts up, generally, it'll check for software updates. I already did that a while ago. When you first start it up, you can choose paper money or live trading. I'm going to do paper money and just reset all the positions. There may be something hanging out. And there's some other things you can choose up here. I just leave it at ThinkorSwim. So configurations on the initial settings, you can change from black background, white background, metal background. You can also change your font sizes here. You can have it set to remember your username. You can also do some manual backups and restore and switch these things from computer to computer. I'll get into that at another point on migration of ThinkorSwim settings. You can send those to like a Dropbox account, and you have easy access to those. Some things will be saved, like maybe your settings for a particular workspace, not a workspace, but your chart or whatnot. You can recover those. Some things you can't. So you can do manual backups, and it automatically will save certain backups. Memory usage, I leave mine right where it is. If you have any problems with certain things, I think one time I had to change that. I forget what it was. To be honest, I'll go ahead and bump mine up. Seems to be getting a little light. I'm going to bump mine up right there. We are now good. Don't change these unless, I don't believe there's any reason ever to change this stuff unless you have some kind of certain issues getting on the internet on your trading platform. Let's restart it after the settings. We are now loading it up. And by default, it loads up. It goes to the default settings. It might have like a little thing that'll say desktop, a screen that'll show up. Well, there it is right there. And you can have that not come up. I'm used to it, so it shows you a few tidbits of info and whatnot. So who cares? Bam, you're out of that. Let's drop those down for right now. So when it first comes up, you're going to see the basic screen layout. You're going to have some quotes on the left side. Some default things they throw in there, like some of your futures contracts, stocks. I mean, who really cares? Whatever. Well, maybe I put a few of these in there. Maybe I didn't reset those all the way. I don't know. Deck, Google, Potash. Lots of fun stuff here. Let's drag this over. Small little screen. You can click on the top left. Bam. Go full screen on your computer. Even on a Mac. Don't worry, this isn't real money. I don't have $200,000 in here currently. Maybe one day. The nice thing is, now let's say you just set up your account here. You put some money in it, and you want real time. You're going to have to set up some agreements and things, and you can check whether you have real time data here. Now, sometimes when you're paper trading, there can be some issues in terms of getting the actual price to match up with your P&L and some of those things. So make sure you've got real time enabled for everything that you're looking to do. Stocks, options, real time, but they're not currently traded at this moment in time. And all your futures data as well. You have your time up here. Localized or Eastern Standard Time. I'll go with Eastern Standard, but localized either way. And there's some issues you may run into if you don't have your time set in terms of looking at the charts and the times on the bottom of the chart not matching up with your local time. Let's drop this down for a second. Take a look at your position statements. Anything you trade will, in fact, drop down here into equities, options, these types of things. You'll have some drop downs for each individual contract. Not contract, but instrument. Return to old layout. Yeah, I'm not going to get bogged down. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. I mean, I was lost in this application for maybe more than a year, to be honest with you, trying to figure out some of the different things and all the settings, and don't get bogged down in that. Okay, there's your positions, watch list, statements for things you've traded. You know, you can go back a certain amount of days if you want. I think since I just reset my paper account, it's not going to let me do that, but you would be able to. FX, if you ever do that, that's odd. You got to transfer money to your FX from your regular account, back and forth, vice versa. Trade, now let's just type in something here on the trade tab. Let's say CSX. It says trade all products, option chains. And you can specify, you know, a certain amount of chains. You can, I want to buy this, or you want to sell that, or you want, buy, sell. Lefty sell, righty buy. Lefty sell, righty buy. Of course, you can change that down here as well. Change your prices, natural bid, mids, these types of things. Forex futures, pairs trader. You know, whatever. They are there. There's your analysis of your thing. If you're mostly looking at options as well, when you're in the trade button now, just for real quick. Option statistics. It's going to give you some implied volatilities and things like that on your options. Let's go over here, analyze, scan. You can set up some custom scans, your market watch, whatever you want that to be. And charts. That's probably going to be your major things. There's some tools over here. I'm not going to go into this. I just thought I'd do a quick glance. Let's go into charts. Type in CSX. Here's going to be your default chart. And I don't personally care for this stuff. If you've been using it for a while, you've already got it customized the way that you like it, I am sure. Quick water break. Sorry about that. Getting close to hitting that same point here in CSX. Maybe a double top, maybe not. We don't know. I'm thinking a double top personally, but that's besides the point. That is not the point of the matter. Blow it up. Full screen, big nice chart. Before we go into the settings, just general settings, you can come up here to this little box right next to the bell. That's your alerts. There's a couple different things you can change there. Right here, click on that. That's how many charts you want. You want this many charts? Click on that. You want this many? Click on that. You want 4 charts? Boom. Click on 4 charts. This is neat and nifty. CSX, let's throw up Apple up here. Let's throw down Deck over here. What's Deck doing? I haven't looked at it in a bit. Nice little drop there. If anybody keeping tabs on Deck, that was Vroom. 88, 70, 79. Deck. And I'm not sure why I missed that. Deck. And Kors. Michael Kors. So, I'm not a fan of this setup and this volume bars down here. So first thing I'm going to do, if I'm looking at this, go into Style. You can change your times and things of this nature. Chart type, I like a candle. I am a candle guy. I like the candles. And you can go in and change each one, or let's focus on one chart. You've got candles now, right? Now let's right click on that. And we're going to go to Style. Lots of tabs to noodle around with here. Style. Settings. And there's a few things. Just look through all this. I don't have time to cover each facet, and most people probably don't care. Appearance. Me personally, I like common. Color the volume bars. And symbol ticks. I gotta have that. That's just me. I can't, trade on blue volume. I gotta have the red volume here, or the green volume. Whatever the case that it may be. I don't like the white background. I'm more of a gray background kind of guy here. Something like that. Or maybe you want to customize it a little bit more to, that color. It's a little lighter. You can sit here and just do this crap all day long, obviously. There we go. A little bit lighter. It's a little nicer. Chart mode. Ticks. Border up. Fill color. Fill up if you like to fill the entire candle. I generally do. And I'm not a big fan of that green. I personally like something like that. It's my green candle choice. There we go. Fill down. Some people think I'm just wasting time here doing this, but hey, that's what I like to do. Change the red. I like that much better. It pops out at me more. So there you go. You can change the color. You can change the volume. The volume bars are the same color as the candlesticks. And there's some presets you can work around with here. But that's the biggest thing I like to see, is just to change it up. Maybe you like to add a study. Right click on it. Add study. And there's just countless studies that you can add here. So, the point of this video really isn't to get into the technicals. I'm just showing you some platforms that run on a Mac and a few of the little things that you can do with these. Let's come down here and throw a estimated Bollinger Band. Vroom, there you go. And you can change the color of this. You can click on the arrow here, and now you can come over and maybe you wanted to do some kind of a trend line or whatnot. There we go. Vroom. Maybe you're wanting to see what this was, sort of a some kind of a pattern maybe, and then it broke out, dropped below it, bam, came back over. So whatever the case, that's not the point here. Either customize it, save your style. I'm going to save the style here as new style 101. Include your study set, don't forget, or you have to redo it again. Now you've got these other charts open. You want them to be the same. Come over to style here, load style, new style 101. Style, new style 101. Or if you want them different, that's fine. Load style, new style 101. There you go. You've got some estimated moving average Bollinger Bands. You've got your volume color coded the same color as your candlesticks. And right now, I mean, you can change the color of these trend lines. Pretty much anything you can think of, you can do it. Bottom left, got a drop thing. You can get rid of the watch list. There we go. That's what I'm trading today. I am trading these 4 instruments today. So now let's come over here just before I get off on the first video on Tradeonamac. It's almost 12 o'clock. Time and cells, you want that? There you go. Drop down on the chart. Active Trader. Active Trader is very neat on the ThinkorSwim. Why is it neat? Well, I mean, you can trade right here. I want to pop in 100 shares of this stock. This price. I want to edit. I want to queue. Whatever I want to do. See these buy and sells? Same thing. Buy, sell, market, flatten. Quantity. This template is awesome. Now what happened? Gonna buy. I've got a trigger stop, trigger limit. I've got a bracket order. Send. Check it out. Shows up here on the chart. So I'm buying 100 shares here. I'm gonna be stopped out right here, and at the top, that is going to be where I'm taking profit at. I'm taking loss here, buying here. Change them around, drag it down. You may have to reconfirm. Want to change the other side of the bracket a little bit up here. Let's go up here for just 1 second. So you also see it show up here. I want to change it to right there. Send, and you can change that to where it doesn't even have to verify. You can just move it around. I want to do it here. And now the more I'm playing with this, I haven't played with the order entry in a while, the more I like it. I like it pretty well. There's certain things that I like better on other platforms, but here we go. You're stopped out, profit, entry. That is very cool. Exit 1, exit the main order, and it gets rid of all of them. So it's pretty cool. You can come in here and preset something if you want. Set up your own customized order entries and exits if you so want. Got the amount you want to scale in, you want to scale out, whatever the case. Flatten your position. But there we are, and during regular market hours, you'll be shown how many people are sitting here on the bid and ask, and at what price points. Active Trader, big buttons. You just like to trade from here. Buy market, sell market, flatten. We're out. Auto send. Buy market. Boom. We're in. So it's cool. You can set up each one the way you want here. Put your news, your level 2s. Maybe you want that thing. I'm not sure what the major purpose is. Buy, sell, buy, sell. I mean, it'll show you. That's cool because it's going to actually show you, hey, I get 2,000 shares. Each penny move is $20. Each penny move is $50. So that's pretty cool, to be honest with you. A little visualizer. I'm not going to bore you and keep you on here any longer today. That's all I wanted to show you. ThinkorSwim, some of the basic features, basic customizations you can do. You want to change your time period, you can do that as well right here at the top. Want to look at the 1 hour chart? No problem. I'm just going to pull that up for you. There's my 1 hour chart, and I'm not buying till it gets right here. And when you enter these orders, active trader, I'm going to enter this again, buying 5,000 shares just because that's how I like to roll. We're over on the monitor tab, working orders. There's your order. Click on the far left of that, cancel replace. Brings up this old handy dandy order entry where you can do some changes down here. So that's all I've got first in the series of Tradeonamac, the ThinkorSwim platform. Hope you enjoyed. If it's a little too basic for your taste, I'll get into some more advanced things later on. I'm also going to be covering the other platforms at TD Ameritrade, the web-based trading, the Trade Architect. I think I have too many things going on here. There we go. We're also going to cover Motive Wave, third party, runs on a Mac. And there's even some TradeStation stuff. Now, some of these things I may not be able to cover because I don't know if I have an account at all these right now. I mean, I can show you some things on E-Trade. I don't have access to E-Trade Pro any longer, nor do I have access to a TradeStation on the mobile side. But maybe we'll set up an account to cover those things. So, till next time, enjoy, happy trading, make some profits, and you have a good rest of the weekend.